hordes. Childish debaters.
What's going on, guys? WFO Twisted Tuesday ARCA series at Daytona. This is race 1 of season 7, brought to you by none other than Vern Bradley and Hal Amy. This is a consecutive deal. This is going to branch off from last year. It's pretty much the same crowd. We got a few pickups here. I think it's an open lobby tonight, actually, so it's a little change of pace. These guys have not done that before for their season opener, I don't believe. So it's gonna be interesting to see who all is. We had pretty much a full field. You can see right there. Let's get the standings up on the screen real quick. I'm actually not in the Discord. I'm pretty busted up right now. I'm all over the place. I'm relearning software. But hey, the stream key worked right off the bat tonight, so there is that. I got that right this time around. So maybe that's a good sign for what's to come. So if you guys stuck around through the off season, we had fun races pretty much consecutively. Same guys getting some practice deals. A couple new faces in here, so we're trying to bring up the standings so we can show you those new names. I'm using this SimLab Sim Racing apps launcher today that I haven't touched in 4.5 months. So I'm remembering. And apparently I've completely forgotten what I've done. I believe I used to check mark a box and just throw it up on the screen, but yeah, just like that. It was as simple as that right there. Camera controls completely elude me right now. I had a sticky note with those all written down. I had them pretty much memorized, but I think we'll get through it. We'll figure it out as we go. Replay screens might be a little busted. What's up?
It is Nation's fault.
Nation's fault?
Obviously.
It's always Nation's fault.
I come in to be the in-car reporter.
In-car reporter. So we got Vern Bradley out on the track. We got a couple new faces. We got Dalton Coden. Is that how we're going to pronounce that?
Yeah, just go with Coden. I called him Cowden. He probably didn't like that, so we'll go with Coden.
All right, so 34.
Holy crap. Well, I got that one working.
I've got sound that I shouldn't have. I should be muted on track. I've got... Man, everything's just not set up for what I'm doing, if we're being completely honest. We're in scenic camera mode. I know that we're gridded on the track right now. So there's the starting order. Jeff T. Martin's going to start in 2nd place with Brandon Winning in 3rd. John Sanu in 4th place with Artie Peterson in 5th. Bert Wilson will start 6th place with Gary Waterworth, actually, in the 94 in 7th. Buddy Barnes, 83 car in 8th place with Vern Bradley to his outside in 9th. Or I believe, yeah, okay, so the 8th place is on the outside. Look how long it's been, Vern. I'm forgetting.
Yeah, 8th place is going to be on the outside, Coop. I'm actually on the inside, 9th behind you.
Inside, 9th place, Vern Bradley. 10th place to his outside is Trent Ripley in the 09. Leo Lortz in 11th with Steve Blankenship in 12th. Corey Cook in 13th. Let's see if we can get this to go backwards here. See, I've got the cameras moving. There we go. I'm starting to remember now, boys. We got Rick Fagone in 16th with Carlton Miley. I think it's Miley. 24. 18 is going to be Richard Holland. Corey Sumida to his outside. Looks like these guys started pretty far back, and I did it again too. Cody W. Williams is going to round out your field, I believe, unless Michael Benson and Tim Hamlet didn't take laps. Hal Amy didn't take a lap either. I know some of these guys probably didn't qualify they're behind me in the standings, but I think they are just playing it safe. So that's your field. Getting ready to start him off. Get back up here towards the front.
Green.
Dalton Coden gonna get the green flag here. Well, green flag, Twisted Tuesday, WFO. It's gonna be interesting to see who works with who here as they get started. We watched the 14 get a pretty good push from Johnson New on that start, but I don't think the outside's going to carry enough momentum to pull them up past that 34 right now. The outside line has a lot of laps that it has to build up before it actually gets any kind of momentum, and usually the first 5 to 10 laps, these guys are shuffling around trying to figure out who they want to be around, who they want to work with. And then there's just some guys that are going to sandbag it and get in your way. And 34 looks like he's already starting to make that outside line work as the 14 cut down in front of him. He says, I'm going to lead this lap. Lap 1 for the 34 is looking pretty good. So Dalton Coden is going to lead lap 1. Johnson New's giving him a pretty good push. See Johnson New in the 86 there. He's got the Lions Den KY jelly machine. He could probably slip right through there, Vern. Sliding it all in. Is he? He's actually not pushing. I think these cars get pretty unstable if you start bumper loving. So it's probably best that they keep that little.
There actually might be a rule that we can't bump draft tonight. So
okay. Well, we're gonna see it inevitably. I think. I don't think anybody's gonna care about that rule.
You'll know if they bump draft in a corner because you'll see a car go around.
Yeah, the nose on these things does not work. You have to hit perfectly square. Once you get into the corner, it's a no-touch zone for sure.
Yeah, you can square them up on the straightaway pretty good, but on the corner, it's not going to happen at all.
Yeah, it's a no square in turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I wouldn't even try it through the dog leg, honestly. They're coming down. I got a car down on the apron there. See if we can figure out who that was. It's like the 24 of Carlton Miley. So that's a new name for me. I'll get used to it. Shot of the Goodrich Service Plus machine. It's a very 2003 Kevin Harvick style paint job. I saw another paint scheme out here that I was really liking, and that's the 94 right there. He's got a throwback to Bill Elliott as he's taking it all the way below the yellow line. I think he got thrown out of whack there by Trent Ripley there with a bump draft. He's able to get back in line, no harm, no foul. Lost a couple spots, but he's still got the draft. Looking at Steve Blankenship, he's starting to chip his way up through the field. Put him in, I believe, 9th place. Maybe 10th. He's cracked his way up there into the top 10 for sure. Scoring screen's so hard to keep up with this track, and you don't know. You could have 9 lead changes before you get to the finish line. Got some sparks from the 09 there. Was going back through this field a little bit. We had some names that usually you're used to seeing up front. There's one of them right there. There's another one. Got some guys way back here. Hal Amy, Richard Holland, Rick Fagone, Nick Benson. So these guys are definitely playing it safe right now. I don't blame them. I would too, honestly. Squirrely.
Yeah, we're just riding and taking it easy, Coop. Nobody bumping nobody up here, nothing, and both lines are pretty equal.
Yeah, this second pack of cars consists of 4 guys, and I think if you guys keep it settled out like you are right now, you're going to walk these guys away. They've got the whole backstretch to catch up.
Nation,
now.
you go to sleep or what?
No, I'm trying to watch this on my tiny little fucking phone.
Turn it sideways, it gets bigger.
If you hold the camera closer, too.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of gridlocked, Coop, just running right where I started right now.
Yeah, it's a pretty settled out group, but honestly, you could probably make some moves and chop up through there if you wanted to, but I know nobody's going to do that this early. There's just a lot of room to work with if you wanted to get some laps led.
Yeah, I'm not, you know, probably more than likely won't be racing for points, so I don't need any, I don't need to push the issue 3 wide or nothing here. We're just going to ride it out. Just filling it out, seeing who's good to work with and crap with and who's not, you know.
Yeah. I would say that you've got a guy in front of you that knows his way around this place. He's always in the top 5 when we come here.
Yeah, I got one on the inside of me, too, that I work with a lot in practice here before the race. That one car, and a lot of fun, and we're
right
wrecking.
there. Big wreck. The 14's in it.
a real fucking problem out there to throw the damn caution.
Yeah, I'd say there's a real problem out there. Somebody got their nose clipped.
Yeah, that's what happens when the bumping starts, Coop.
I would say so. We're going to rewind it back here.
In the corner.
We're going to just rewind straight up.
I believe I got pretty heavy damage.
Looks like the 34 got touched, went up into John Sanu. About 7-8 cars involved in this one. So there it is right there. The first caution of the night on lap 9. I think we got the 114, the 14, the 34, the 1, 61 might have some damage. The 09's got a little bit.
Coop, how bad's mine look?
Well, when you originally crashed, it looked like your right front tire was going through your hood, but now it's not looking as bad.
What's the left front? I can see the hood's up a little. How's the rear look?
The rear's clean. Right front's got some damage. Left front's crippled. I would pit. I would pit and get some repairs.
I'm fast repair. Just get her fixed.
I'd just get her fixed. I'd try to tough it out. It's probably going to be over a 2-minute repair, though. That's a lot of left side damage. Let's see the 81. He's putting the tire on the ground to get down pit road. It's the Danica machine there. It's seen better days. He didn't have a lot of faith in his brakes just now. We were going back up through the field there to look at, we were talking about the 1 of Artie Peterson and how comfortable you were getting up there, and sure enough, something happened right in front of you. There's nowhere to go at these tracks. Once that starts, we were talking about this Tuesday last week. Once that happens, I mean, you're just rolling the dice. You can floor it and ass pack the guy in front of you, or you can hit the brakes and the guy behind you is going to do the same thing. So you're better off to just hold it there and pray that you make it through.
Well, I done messed up, Coop.
Burn that fast repair.
Yep, I forgot to uncheck it.
It's a little distracting being up in the booth and trying to run a race at the same time. It can be very stressful.
It's just from lack of not being in the car a long time.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. I've had lack of being in the booth. That's what I'm experiencing tonight.
I'm back to rookie mistakes tonight.
You done with repairs, Jeff?
So it's 720, 60 frames. We're looking pretty clean. I think we're looking good. CPU, no drop frames. Been live 20 minutes. Everything should be up and running. I'm watching it on my phone. Let's go.
How's
through
it
the
looking,
chat a little
Nation?
bit.
Looks fine.
All right. Going back through the chat here. Got Hal Jr. in the chat. Nation voting driver of the day, number 3. Brennan Martin. How you doing, guys? Everybody. Doreen. Denise. Got a lot of number 3s in that chat tonight. Couple votes for the 81. 81 is heating up. So anyway, I'm kind of surprised, but I'm not. I mean, I thought we could make it to green flag pit stops, but at the same time, let's get it out of our systems. Maybe some of the bump love. We learned something just now.
Yeah, close to halfway there to the green flag pit stops, but it was fun.
So about 20 laps, 21 laps on fuel. Is that what we're looking at?
I'd say about 23 or 4.
Okay. Maybe if you are the guys in the back, but if you're the leader, you're probably going to make it 21. If you lead every lap, you're fucked.
Yeah, you won't burn it. You'll burn it quicker.
All right. Well, I'm going to step off for just 1 second here and grab a beer. I know it's 1 to green, but I gotta have my bud.
I'll call it from the car for you. All right, we're 2 by 2 getting ready for that restart, aren't we, Nation?
I guess so.
Green.
We're green flagging back to racing at Daytona in race number 1, season 7 of the Twisted Tuesday ARCA series.
He didn't even miss a single shift. I heard it.
Well, we kept her on the floor, getting her up to speed here.
Runs new. Put that car out front. 86 is P1 with Artie Peterson behind him. Steve Blankenship on the outside pushing the 84. Looks like they're going to get a little momentum here.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about where to run at. I'm thinking about drop to the back, Coop.
I don't know, man. I have to get by you. You might let this outside go up a lane and let him go. It's getting crazy up here. We got the 8 pushing the 84.
Yeah,
the 1 pushing the
they're
86.
bumping around up there and stuff and making me a little bit nervous. I'm gonna go ahead and back off the gas pedal.
I can't blame you on that one. They are looking pretty tight, but it's this the 8, 84, 86, 61, 88, all on top of each other. A lot of turbulence from these cars. You can see them moving all over the place. A chance for those guys that we thought were going to fall off. Behind 31, 22, 3. They were way off. Maybe sandbag just a little too much, but they didn't make it. They're sitting back here just outside of the top 15. Michael Benson said, "Not this time. I think I'm gonna run a little closer to the field in case we go green." There's the 81. He used his fast repair. He had massive damage. Looks like he's hitting the splitter off the apron. It's not unusual to see the Danica GoDaddy car do something like that, though, so I wasn't worried. We got the 10, Rick Fagone. No bull. 10. Little change up from last season. He ran Pontiac. Looks like a Ford Fusion. Or a Taurus, actually. So they're making quick work of, looks like Bud Barnes here. Kool-Aid car is going to have to just drop back a little bit, get in line. You got the 08 of Leo Lortz. He's still got some left front damage, so. Let's back up to the front here. Let's see if anything's shaped up yet. These guys are still running some turbulence. Johnson is still the leader. Looks like they just can't get by. They're just hanging right with them, though. Looks like the 09 of Trent Ripley might have cycled everybody out of whack there for a second. He's starting to lose a little bit of ground there. Looks like he hit some turbulence. Sometimes it's hard to judge the guy if he's actually getting too close to the, let's say, the lead car. And so you have to check up and the guy which is, I think, is a combination of what we saw on that first caution, is guys checked up and some didn't. They're trying to wreck up here, Vern. I think backing off was a good call.
Yeah, there's still a long way to go, and me accidentally using that fast repair hurt me. I can't get up there and race like that.
Looks like they're trying to go 3 wide. They're get it in there.
It's not really a matter if, it's a matter of when, dude.
Yeah, these boys are trying something. They're thinking about it. Board with David Moody in the 88. He's hanging outside there.
I don't want to lose the lead draft, but at the same time, you know, I don't want to wad a car up and be watching it from the sideline.
No, I can tell you 100% for sure, I'd much rather be in a car right now. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing this, but being in the car. And this field, they're trying so hard. The 24 just got into the door of the 8. The 8's going to lead this lap, but man, are they trying to wreck. Trent Ripley on the outside, running out of room. They're 3 wide going into 1. 09's in the wall. He's keeping it up there. Looks like everybody was able to clear him. Good job, driver, keeping that up out of the field. So the 20 we were just talking about earlier came from about 7th, 8th place to 1st. He's going to just lead this lap, I believe. You can side draft all you want, but he's got a little bit of left front.
Yeah, there's somebody up there changing lanes like crazy.
I mean, these boys they're dooring each other coming out of 3 and 4. I've seen them do it twice now. So they're not giving. Yeah, we got the 86 of Sanu. I think that's who that was. Maybe not. Maybe Sanu's teammate. There's 2 Lions Den cars out here. One of them is one of them's not sure where his exit's at, so he's lane changing. That's the thing about this this interstate. You don't find your exit. The exit finds you.
Them guys behind me, Coop, I think they done lifted out of it, man.
Yeah, they've seen enough to know. I mean, it's only a matter of time. It's going to happen.
Yeah, some of these guys have slowed down a little bit, and I just started driving by them, and I'm like, no, I don't want to go there.
Nope. Just hang around on the outside, and when they start dominoing, just make sure no one's behind you. So 22 of 84. Looks like these guys are just trying. Jeff Martin and the 24 and the 14 there. They're trying so hard to wreck. Somebody ought to tell these guys at this lap 22. We still got about 62 to go. I'm willing to bet, yep, there's some cars coming down pit road. I think they've had enough of this. Go back here and see who that was. Looks like the 8, the 86, 84. So they may not have pitted under green flag or under the caution there before. They're just trying
That's
to
what I'd bet at lap 23, Coop, that they didn't pit on the first caution.
Yep, they put themselves up front, but that was a temporary gain. Now they're on a different pit cycle than everyone else. It's going to be weird to see what happens. Looked like the 08 or 88 was struggling to get in his pit stall. All right, so they're coming off pit road. They're going to go to lap down. Here comes the lead pack of cars. Corey Cook in the lead. 24 is not giving up on it yet. It's Carlton Miley, and he is very aggressive. We've seen him make some very impressive and aggressive moves. I think he's got fresh blood in WFO.
Somebody about lost it coming off pit road there, Coop.
Yeah, I saw that down there on the apron. That looked like the 08. Leo Lortz there, getting a little squirrely. Looks like we had maybe a car off pace still, trying to get it up to speed. But
Oh, we got guys pitting too. I just had to dodge one.
yeah, there's no advantage really with tires on this track. I mean, you can make it get loose if you run it too long with the tires. You can blow a tire if you go too long. It's not like Vegas or Rockingham where 4-lap difference in tires makes up 2 or 3 seconds on the track. As long as you maintain the draft, you're pretty much good to go. Back up here to the front. Looks like the 94 has found himself up in the lead. Gary Waterworth, he's going to lead this time by. That's a Bill Elliott throwback I was talking about earlier.
That's our buddy, Coop, Gary the Snail.
Well, Gary the Snail putting it up there.
Crawled his way right to the front. That right, Nation.
What did I do?
What did I
Crawled
do?
your way to the front, didn't you?
Never.
Oh,
Well, we
just a-
still got 2 fenders and 4 tires, Nation. Or 4 fenders and 2 tires, something.
As long as it's shiny side up, you're doing something. So we got the 34, Dalton Coden. He's found his way back up to the lead. Started on the pole. Used his fast caution there. They all got caught up in the back straightaway. Looked like Corey Suma was giving him a little bit of a push there on the back straightaway. Get him by so they could clear that inside line. But now Corey Cook's on the outside. Not much help from that 85 behind him there. That's Kenneth Younce. I don't even know how to say that.
Younce. Younce is right.
Okay. That's a new one for me.
Do we have both of them in here? Because there's a father and a son.
Father and son. No, this is Kenneth, so I don't know if he's the boy or the dad.
I think he might be the father.
Okay. episode of Murray.
Damn it, I got my Oculus on and my eye itches. Believe that shit, Nation?
Well, you can
Gonna have
drive,
to make a pit stop.
You can drive Ray Charles for about a backstretch, or you can pull her down pit road.
I'm gonna try to hold off till my pit stop and do it. Got some special strategy worked out for that thing.
Just shove a coat hanger under there.
Yep, just put a coat hanger under there, huh, Nation? I was just gonna pull the Oculus off, going to my pit stall. Missed my pit stall and messed my whole pit stop up, ruined my whole race.
Here you go.
I got a plan, don't I, Nation?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You gotta have a plan, man. If you ain't got a plan, you may as well ain't got nothing. Man,
like
Fagone dipped to the outside there, and I swear I almost dipped right into the 11.
Yeah, they've settled out a little bit up front here. I think we got the 09, 86, and 1. A little out of the loop there with the 24 was all over them guys. Oh, we got a wreck. We got a wreck.
Caution, caution, caution.
Vern Bradley, nice
All
driving,
on you,
buddy.
man. It's all on you. You make the
I
call
only
here.
had one car left, so. Wow, I don't know how I missed it, Coop.
You snuck through there, buddy. You snuck through there. Good driving.
I didn't even
get a-
see that one coming either.
See if we can get an onboard camera here. We're going to go ahead and rewind. This is the 114 of Vern Bradley on board. And them boys were thinking about it. They've been thinking about it for quite some time. I'm surprised it started when it did.
Yeah, they were thinking about it. It took them a good minute to get it started, didn't it?
They'd been trying to wreck for about 20 laps. Looked like the 85 and the 14 got into each other, and that's what started all that. See if we can go up there with those two.
Well, I just slung her in there almost in the back of the field that time, Coop.
One more time here on the replay. Yeah, it looks like the 14 just got out of line. I'm going with that. Yeah, kind of two guys going for the same piece of real estate there. So, it is what it is. Unfortunately, the 3 of Howamy plowed the 85 off the track. 85 is done for... He can't even get that thing rolling. Disappeared into a puff of smoke, David Blaine style. So let's go back to live action and catch us back up. So that's going to do it for the 85 tonight. Just talking about Kenneth, he was getting up there towards the front.
All right, got my eye taken care of. I think I'm good.
Yeah?
Did you use the coat hanger?
No, I didn't, Nation. I took my Oculus off when I was getting tires.
You'd always use a pencil, too, and shove that up.
We don't recommend that you do any of these things, just to clarify. Coat hangers, pencils, or really any sharp.
So,
object.
Nation, well, Coop, it didn't show that I had any damage on the pit stop, so I think I got through it all clean.
Yeah, you never got touched. We went through it there on the replay, and it looked like you just you had about a foot to your outside and a foot to your inside.
I skated right on through it.
Yep.
Oh,
I
we're
think
about.
if you'd been a car length sooner on that, you probably would have hit them boys in the outside wall. 'Cause
Oh,
they
I'd have
came
wadded
back
it
down.
up, dude.
Yeah.
I was on the binders hard though to stay out of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was driving my mirror too to, make sure there wasn't no one going to jam me in the rear end there.
Yep. So, second caution of the night came on lap 31. Looks like these boys are starting to thin the herd a little bit. The 14. Looks like the 86 is on his second row of damage. He's pretty much had it tonight. 08, no Lawrence. So these boys are double pitting. I think they're going to stretch that fuel run out a little bit. You look at how Amy, he did get some damage from that. I believe he's used his fast repair.
Holy Twisted Tuesdays, Nation.
Done fuck that paint up.
We're starting 6th, and I don't like it.
Jeff Martin's definitely done for the night. All right.
Yeah, I probably should have pitted back there and restarted back towards the back.
It's all right. I think if you just let that 24 car go, you'll be just fine. Just let him go on by.
What do they say, Coop? You first got to finish first, right?
Yep.
Green flag.
All right. Dalton Coden's going to lead him off here. Green flag is out. Oh, he had the 94 think about it. Almost broke a roll there, buddy. I think they'll let that one slide. It was very tempting to put that car down there, and he's still got the room to move now, so he's going to go ahead and grab that inside line. Right there in front of Corey Suma. Gary Stanton's pushing the 34. Get Corey Cook. Looks like another aggressive move by the 24.
Yeah, I figured that way that he timed the restart back there that I'd kind of just let a feller go and kind of fade back a bit here, Coop.
Yep, you're 3 wide back there, Vern.
I see it.
That settle out there. The 114 said, I'm just going to let them do their thing up there again. About 10, 15 laps, and they'll take care of it. You've got some friends back there. If you do fall off, they won't let you go. They won't let you get out of that draft. All right, so we're going to go back up here and look at the action. The 24 has taken the lead away.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's still more wrecking to go, so.
24, 34, 61, 94. Got the 52 of Corey Suma also on the inside. He's still up there pushing around. Some of these guys that we haven't seen all night. The 28 right here. Jared Cox, he's been kind of sneaking around the top 10, but had a quiet night, hasn't made big pushes to the front or anything. So we've got 3 Lions Den cars actually out on the track tonight. Do they have some kind of corporate thing, like a special going on? Is this the
What
bumper?
car?
The bumper humper team? Is that?
That's their team.
The Lions Den. Is that the same team?
I don't think the Lions Den's the same team. I never even heard of that one.
Well, there's Lions Den on every single one of these cars.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to tell you what the Lion's Den is, but yeah.
I know what the Lions Den is, thank you.
Okay, then you
Is
know.
that the same team, Nation?
Is it the
Yeah,
bumper
they're all
humpers
the
team?
Oh, all right. Well, I'm confused. Are they the bumper humpers or the Lion's Den?
They probably put that logo on the hood just for laughs.
Somebody just killed the outside wall, Coop.
Yeah, that
It was
looks
a
like
green
a
car.
lime green car. We'll have a little look-see. Oh, it's the 81 of Michael McCauley. I think he's pretty much had it for the night.
Yeah, he killed that outside wall.
Go back and rewind it. He was already damaged before we got to him. I don't know if he was trying to get out of the way for the rest of the field. Yeah, it looks like he was just trying to stay out of the way. Got too close to the outside wall. And then the wheel slipped out of his hands from that rebounding, and I think he's just going to park it for the night. He's had enough.
So who's behind Hal?
Looks like the 31 and the 10. So pretty much all of HJRM is behind you. Michael Benson having a quiet night. Artie
Oh,
Peterson
it probably ain't real quiet.
earlier.
He's probably thinking about Nation a bit.
Yeah, he's probably right.
What do you think, Nation?
I'm gonna grab my backup.
You're what?
I don't know what he said he was grabbing.
Oh, man, they almost wrecked up in front of me again, Coop.
They're trying. Looks like Blankenship and a lot of turbulent guys again. David Moody.
What the fuck happened, Jeff?
That good old Daytona luck. That's all it is.
Yeah, we watched a lot of cars get wrinkled up twice there. Seems to be the same product, the front pack, you know.
If I run in the front, I get in it. If I run in the back, I hit it. If I run in the middle, I get in it. I'm just, it's bad.
Yep, rolling the dice, man. But this is one of those, you know how it is, first race of the season. It doesn't make your season. It might make your confidence level a little bit, but you can overcome this easily.
It helps the first. It helps whoever wins out with a little bit of a point cushion, you know.
Yeah, well, and to get a win with the tight points. Oh, there they are again, Trent Ripley.
Well, they're wrecking.
Got the 09 all the way down on the apron of the track.
There's going to be no caution either because they didn't come out.
Nope. He looked like he tried to fit it in there between the 52 and the 84. It was not clear. He got her slowed down, though. Let's go one more time. Let's go on board maybe with the...
Ooh, they're trying to wreck up there again. Them fellers will just change a lane when another guy's underneath them, Coop.
They don't give a shit.
They're like, dude, you better brake. First time one of them dudes don't brake, it's on.
Trent Ridley's able to get it back up to speed. I didn't really see any damage out of that, so I think he's going to be okay.
But to clear that up too, Coop, the bumper humpers is me and Corey Cook. So if there's any bumpers, it's not me. It's Corey.
Well, who's the Lions team?
I have no idea. Let me see. 48, 34. Let me see if I can see who it is.
Nation
The
said it
30,
was
the 34 was Dalton. I know because I bumped him earlier. It was totally my fault. Let me see who it is. You got CNC Race Designs. Good Lord. You got Suma, Calvin, C. Smiley, Snipe, and Gary DeSnow. They're all in CNC. And most of them are right there with them.
Well, y'all don't
No, I got a whole new paint job coming. You've seen it, so we're just waiting to ride that one out. And Bird got to go ahead and start playing the video at the beginning of the broadcast next week, or tomorrow, actually, if he wanted to.
We can't just play the music. It's got to be their video.
It's got to be the video because it's released on YouTube, but the record label will not allow it. Just like for him to play the snippets of the song and all
We
that
can't
through the
rip
broadcast.
the audio and play it.
Right. Once the album drops, it's all fair game. Vern's already got the letters saying he can do it.
Cool beams. Fuck, did I just say cool beams?
You did.
Yeah, you did. That was
God
like
damn it.
80s.
That was so 1980s.
Well, we've made more laps, I believe, than we have to go, so that's a good sign. We're over halfway, Coop.
It's looking pretty good out there, boys. I think they've settled down a little bit. We're past halfway.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice and smooth. I haven't been so nervous.
I would like to think that some of these guys that were sandbagging, they're starting to get a little more urgency. So we're going to see some
I'm hoping
different...
they're in the same position I am where they ain't got fast repairs left.
Well, I can tell you that the cars behind you do. The three doesn't, but the 31 and 10 haven't touched anything all night. I don't even think they've touched each other. They haven't bump drafted. They haven't. They've had a quiet day. They're just here until 20 to go, you know? Got some lap traffic, the 8 of Blankenship on the outside. They're making quick work of these lap cars, though. The 24, 52, 34, and 94 still same 4 cars up at the front. They've had this pretty much on lockdown. I don't think anyone's going to contest them here. They're going to get to this green flag pit stop before they try anything. 61 is just, I say that, the 61's hitting the outside wall. I think he forgot that the off was set of the wheel on the back straightaway. I don't think anybody touched him to get him out of the line. So we got Gary the Snail back up to the front. Carlton Miley just is outside. Might lead this time by. Looks like he will. So what do you think of this car?
Me or Jeff?
Jeff, is he still in here?
You talking to me, Coop?
Yeah.
Jeff, wake
I'm
up.
sorry. I was talking to my wife.
Shut up.
She was riding in the car next to me. Nation said, "Shut up."
Wow.
Damn, don't say I said that.
She said she's the boss and you shut your mouth.
He said okay.
He knows his
No,
place, Jeff. Don't worry about it.
the car drove exceptionally well. It's very smooth. I think earlier when I had bumped Dalton, I don't know if he lifted a little because it was just a normal bump like we have been doing all through practice. If he lifted, that's what sent him, but it was my fault because I bumped him, so I took the blame for it. But it's smooth, drives smooth, turns good. It's excellent.
Some of these guys look like they're maybe need to put some dampening in their wheel or have a lower ratio. They're swatting flies. It looks like there's just too much input.
I changed my offset, but that was about it. I didn't really change nothing else.
The air does move the car around quite a bit, Coop.
Yeah. I've been a firm believer in adding dampening just for super speedways so you don't overcorrect. Makes it wheel a little heavier so you're not, overcompensating for maybe a line.
I use a slower wheel.
different ratio or?
Yeah, I go up to a lot larger ratio and just a slower steering input, so you're not yanking on it, stalling on it.
Yeah,
That's what I do. I use a 16-to-1.
That's the main problem, I think, with a lot of guys is they don't think of this as like, this is precision driving here. This is where you get in line and you have to make the draft. You have to be right behind the dude. You can't get out of the draft for more than a second. That could cost you a spot, especially when you get down to the end of the race. And then when you're 3 wide, you can't move up the track. You can't.
And I guarantee you too, I've heard a lot of them, even over practice and stuff like that, talk about it. They use 8-to-1, 10-to-1. I mean, I can't do it at all. I'd die in the first lap.
No, there's too much going on around you to have that much input. And really, let's be honest, at 190, if you're worried about saving it, it's not a good chance you're saving it if you get spun out here. You're not saving it.
Don't worry about saving at that point.
No. You're just along for the ride.
Words are, oh shit, here we go.
Oh, we're wrecking.
There they are.
70.
They're still trying to do
together.
it.
I
do
lost
have
the
a car
draft over it.
We do have a car on the inside. Looks like Hal Amy got the shit end of the stick for that one. Let's go back and see what happened.
He must have responded to it because I laid way back just to stay out of these guys.
I don't know what the hell happened. The 70... Hal wasn't even... Okay, I'm going to have to go back here and figure this one out because I don't know what the hell that was. So we saw the 70 of Bert. It was Bert Wilson. He was on the outside wall, looked like he broke something maybe.
No, he got hit up there.
He bounced off a car into the wall.
Yeah, something like that. They started just ping-ponging off each other up there.
Okay, so I think Hal might have checked up. Let's see if I can get a better camera angle.
He probably did. Hal was about a second behind me, and I checked up to stay out of it.
Okay, that's what happened. Hal was checking up, and I think it was Cody Williams didn't see him checking up and got into the back of him. So that sorted itself out.
There's only about two laps left to pit, and I got my closest guy 6 seconds behind me, so I'm gonna bring it to pit road. They're wrecking coming on the pit road, Coop. I'm going to try to catch up with the draft on pitting, so I'm doing something a little different.
It's like the 24. Gonna lead him off pit road there. So these guys are on a different pit strategy. I know that for sure. That would be the 86, 84. I think these guys were on a different cycle for whatever reason. I don't know why they ever did that, but...
Yeah, I believe I got out in front of the guys that were in front of me before we pitted and too far back from the guys in front of me.
Yeah, if you're pitting 12 laps earlier than the leaders, you fucked your entire race.
I didn't.
No, I'm talking about the 86 and I think the 92. There was a handful of guys that all pitted together on that.
I ain't gonna be
30.
able to keep up with these three that went by me. It don't look like.
I think they came back because of a caution. Got back in the lead lap. We have Carlton Mike Miley here and Corey Suma, Corey Cook, your top three, and they're about 4 seconds ahead.
I got them.
28 and 70
all
here.
needs is a chance.
Just Just a small one, huh, Jeff?
Just a chance. You're saying there's a chance.
So these boys here are a lap down, I believe. The 1 and the 92 are not position cars. Unless my scoring's off.
And people are trying to take away Vern's chance.
No, he was helping me out. He pulled up and just let me go because he's laps down. So
You look pretty good in front of you.
yeah, we're gonna draft up there. I can't believe we're in the top 5. My little pit strategy, and I drove it in a little more aggressively to pit road. It all kind of worked out there.
You're going to have some other company here in a moment. If the 31 and the 10 can get together here. There's two guys that are comfortable driving against each other and bump drafting. I think this is the two that would do it.
Yeah, they also got Blankenship with them too.
Yep. So that'll be another addition to your tandem. You still got a little bit of work cut out for you there. So there's about a 4-second gap, I'd say, between Corey Cook and Artie Peterson, who is a lap down, I believe. I think. Yeah, Artie's out there.
Artie is 1 lap down, yeah.
So it'd be the 92 and the 1 are a lap down, and then your next position here is the 114 of Vern Bradley. So if these boys could just fall in line here, I know it's going to be a pretty good tandem of cars here in about 5 to 10 laps. They shouldn't have any problems catching these leaders. But that top 3 has not broken stride. They are staying in line. You know what I just noticed tonight?
Yeah.
I haven't had a specific thing on this overlay the entire night. I apologize. I'm sure people were probably wondering where that was.
So now if these behind Vern back here can line up, they can catch them top 3 eventually. And they got 3 more coming up from behind them. So you might have a whole pack running to catch the top 3 in just a few minutes.
It's embarrassing. I'm sorry about that, Vern. It might even be the wrong it might even be the wrong logo. I might have the wrong logo up here. It might be the wrong one.
The wrong what?
WFO logo. I don't know which one's the new one and which one's the old one.
Oh, you're fine, man.
Hey, it says WFO. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I don't know the difference, so I'm just going to put this one up there because it looks a little bit nicer, in my opinion. Looks a little crisper, a little cleaner.
Yeah, that's cleaner. I like that.
Yeah, so take that out with Nation.
I think it was the
logo.
Well, there was
there's old ones too, Nation.
There's one that nobody remembers.
Hey, whatever the hell I got off of Google Images is what I got, boys.
That's it.
That's what I got.
That's where I got it.
Bullshit.
Comes a 31 and a 10. Artie just jumped out on him. No, Artie's hung out in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know what. Artie just needs to stay in line. He's a lap down. I don't know why he'd be interfering with that.
If they can just stay in a line, they can catch the front runners.
Yeah, but nobody will want to do that's the problem, Jeff.
Holland and Richard sure ain't going to do it. I mean, Ricky.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, you get that 10 and 31 in front of you and follow them to the front, buddy. They're going to pick you up.
Yeah,
I promise you that.
Yeah, they moved down in front of me, which is going to help me here.
I don't think they want to look behind them.
That's the train you need to ride.
That's what she said.
Oh. All right, so still about a backstretch in front of them. Pretty good gap. It looks like an eternity, but 23 to go. It is doable. Just not gonna leave much cushion behind those bumpers in this next stint.
I'm a little tighter on entry and exit with my tire strategy on that green flag pit stop there.
So we will have one more green flag pit stop too, to account
Yeah,
for.
splash and go.
So it's gonna be interesting to see if anybody forgets, hey, I don't need this much fuel this last time, or accidentally takes 4 tires and someone else takes 2. It might make or break this pack up front. They do have the 34 and the 94 who are about to go a lap down in front of them. So it's a 5-car tandem. These boys are struggling to stay on the lead lap. 24 knows this. He's not going to push the issue.
I don't know the real reason why I'm not in there right now, Coop.
Because you
I
crashed?
have my... No, we have a reset. I have mine set to where I have to click it.
Yeah, same.
And I always remember to click it, but I didn't this time. See what being gone too long does?
Yeah, man.
I said, all right, my tires are fixing to go on. I'm going to take off out of here. And then it said 35 minutes required.
Whoops. When I raced there last Tuesday at Vegas and I got into the... I got in after 60 laps, I felt like somebody punched me in the back for 20 minutes. And my shoulders were all shot, stiff, and I think I went to bed that night and I was like, why the fuck did I do that? I had my office chair instead of my solid mount rig seat, you know. So I'm basically holding my chair from moving the whole time I'm trying to steer. So I'm working even harder. That it was just stupid. So
We should
definitely
be gaining a little time on them now.
I think you are, boys.
I'm
I think
looking,
you are.
I'm
Just
looking.
keep doing what you're doing. I think you've made up probably a second on them. I tell you, the guy to ask would be that 31 out on the track. He'd probably tell you.
Well, we
boys-
were 6.7 behind them.
Now it's showing, if I'm looking at Richard, you're 7.15 behind him.
We lost a little.
Hit the start-finish line.
Yeah, based off my scoring, you boys are about 7 seconds behind. And it looks like Fagone might have got out of line a little bit there on that exit, huh? It is a bigger tandem of cars, but looks like Blankenship's going to pull it down pit road.
Yeah, he's one of the ones that are off sequence, I believe.
Yeah. So here we go.
Artie keeps waving out to the right.
Getting there.
It's going to be the battle of tandems here.
I'm
Right.
definitely warm. We're not flashing, so we ain't worried about it.
Yeah, you get a solid 8-9 flashes before anything goes wrong.
Wonder what he was saying to me.
It said high side, so I don't know if Richard...
I mean,
No. Maybe he wants to save some fuel.
Yeah, he might be off a couple laps to Fagone because he's been up in front the whole time.
Yeah,
that's
he's
exactly what happened. I bet you he burnt too much fuel up there.
It's unfortunate because you guys have already lost a little time.
Yeah, switching around ain't gonna help us, is it?
No.
Oh, now you're more than 8 seconds back.
I mean, they got to account the 24 has been behind that lap car, so they've got to make up for it. He's sitting pretty right now. That's your leader right there, Carlton Miley. He's been sitting behind 2 lap cars. Well, they're not a lap down yet, but they're not for position. He's been able to save fuel, which is pretty smart on his part for not passing those guys. Now you've got a 7-car tandem. It's going to be tough to catch these boys. All right, so that 70 car has a little rear end damage there, Vern.
It's all right. I was just looking at setting up for my final stop.
Right on. So who's going to pit first?
See, how come like in the Super Bowl where they had a fan, you know, trying to run across the field naked? How come we can't have one of these in NASCAR? I mean, that was, damn it, jump the fence, try to run.
Be a bunch of naked body parts laying all over the track.
Yeah. They'd be scattered, wouldn't they, Nation?
Which I'm not arguing with. That would be cool.
Well, it would be kind of cool.
61's bringing it down pit road.
They took care of it themselves.
There you go.
So Corey Cook's going to be the first one to pit. Sorry.
For everyone you take out, you should get a free pit stop.
It says I can go about 5 more laps, Coop, just so you know.
10-4.
I wonder what Richard's at.
He should be about the same. We're on the same cycle.
But he led a whole lot of that.
Yeah, it's a good point. I led before him, though, which could have hurt mine, so.
Yeah, first taker on pit road was Corey Cook, but he'll make it to the end. Looks like the 92 of Benson's going to bring it down pit road.
Yeah, we need another solid pit stop.
Yeah, it's totally up to you, but
We need a caution.
well, I was just gonna say, it's
Or
totally
then
up to
break
you.
up under pit stop from different people taking different times and mess it up.
We got
Break up their draft.
lap cars in front of them too that they're probably not gonna pit with them. There will no benefit for them to pit with the leaders.
Yeah, I can look at our lap times, and they're just not good enough to compete with the leaders right now.
No. But hey, man, I mean, it's still a top 10. It's not. It's no slouch of a finish if it does shake out this
It's
way.
like the 5th fucking loser being in 6th.
Thought you weren't racing for points, bud.
I'm not. But I raced to win, Coop.
You thinking like
You'd
you
hate
are?
to
though.
win.
I don't race for points. I'll race for wins.
I guess I'm going to have to sack somebody and bring a caution out.
Oh boy, you heard it here first. Breaking news.
We could send some naked
Oh, we
stuff.
ain't going to make it.
Oh, no.
We're going to get her in there anyway. I think we can do it without a penalty here.
Oh, it
No,
didn't get
we got it.
done.
I got the penalty. I got help 40-second hold. It didn't give it to me till I was almost in my pit stall. You know, if I'd probably kept going, it wouldn't have. So we're going to serve that penalty now. 40 seconds. That did her in there.
Well, that's the night
Tell
for
him-
the 114.
Just tell him you need a flag cleared for passing without a caution.
Well, I needed to come in hot like that, but I just come in a little too hot.
Yeah.
I was on the binders, but there wasn't enough brakes on the car. Nation must have not done a good job with the brakes on it.
I didn't even put brakes on it.
Well, you painted the bitch. I figured you put the brakes on it too.
He painted the rotors.
I think it was the paint job that caused me to do that.
Yeah, he got overspray on the rotors. He didn't tape anything off.
I sprayed directly on them.
I think they just said they're pitting.
I'm just now leaving pit road a lap and a half later, so it was fun while it lasted.
Woo! He squealed them tires, smoked them tires all the way to the entrance of pit road.
All right, let's see how this shakes out here. Corey Cook's out there on the track. He was one of the first ones to pit.
Cowden stayed out. Millie and Suma went in.
Holy crap, why didn't they go to the high side of me?
They couldn't. They were passing Corey.
Yeah, we fell back to 10th, and I'm just not at the right speed to get up there with those guys. But there's still guys pitting, and somebody just went hard on the pit road.
Now Cowden, he
got her down.
smoked them all the way down too.
He went full send, didn't he, Jeff?
He got her in there.
He got off of the track. He was smoking tires.
He got it in there.
Yeah, I didn't put any tires on that pit stop, so I ain't had tires for about 55 laps now.
Woo.
She don't turn good.
Turns like a fucking backhoe.
I got to start entering about half a lap before the corner. I'll tell you, though, the car's still got some speed in it.
All right, 24, 52, 61. They're about a second apart from each other. But I tell you who
Has no
isn't.
grip, though, Coop.
No grip.
Not in the front nor the back.
Well, I mean, you plowed some grass with it.
We got some grass stains on them tires.
Yeah.
That ain't hurting it. That just added more grips, all it did, the mud.
Yeah.
Tire prep.
Two-car tandem. Three-car tandem.
Hoping Moody will close up on me where we can get up there and play around with those guys a little bit, maybe pick up a spot or four.
Comes Hal and Cook going past them.
Like they're sitting still. Look at that. Corey Cook shoves Hal Amy right on by to take P1 and starts gapping him. I think the 24 is going to start noticing who likes him and who doesn't. All them aggressive moves early on in this race. As he just made an aggressive move again to get in 114's way. He said, I'm going back to the lead. And he got some bumper love there going down into 3.
Who's the leader?
Looks like the 24 is going to be this time by. It's going to be the 24 this time. Carlton Miley back up to the front. How Amy
Holy
is.
crap, I just turned my fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, these boys are quick.
And got no tires on the damn thing. This is fun.
I can tell.
Because you slid right on in there, lost a little weight in your ass, and now the car's lighter.
It's
I
gonna be,
about push that dude through the bleachers.
it's going to be tough for these boys to catch up to this.
I was leaning on him dead square, too.
Yeah, the nose on this car, lift up that back bumper. It's not a pusher for sure. All right, so we got 5 to go. I don't think it's going to happen for the 31 and the 10. The battle's going to be between the 61, the 24, and the 52. That's your top 3. All the cars surrounding them. Hal Amy, Vern Bradley, David
Hal's
Moody.
trying to get after a lap back.
He's trying to do it the hard way.
Burns got a natural lap back.
I think Vern's 2 down, isn't he?
Yeah, it shows he's 1, but that's probably because he just let a lap.
Yeah, he's
No.
on the lead lap.
No. Put him on the lead lap, yeah.
Yep, so he's only 1 down theoretically if he gets passed by the leader again. And I would say how Amy would get the lucky dog if it shook out a caution just at this exact moment.
What you do now is you
That
pull
52
down.
threw that fucking nose under me there. Kind of rooted me a bit.
Yeah, he's saying I need to go. It's time for me to get up here.
When you were up there in the front, Vern, you should have pulled down and hit the brake.
I didn't want to wreck them all. I'm going to let them guys go. They're fighting for the win here, and I'm up there breaking them up, and Moody just scared the shit out of me. He created a little mayhem. I'm going to push Corey Cook to the win. You guys ready?
Yeah, just bumper to humper.
Yep,
All
your
right.
bumper humper's going to win her tonight. That 52's got to stop the block, though.
Wow. Corey will go to the outside, yeah.
There they go. Outside 3 wide. Gonna be tough here.
Uma's a
Don't-
hard guy to deal with.
I think the momentum kind of fell off there, that side
I
draft.
couldn't run it up that high with him because I can't turn in with my tires.
Yeah.
Woo, Moody went down below the line.
All right, so it looks like Suma and Cook are pushing now. The 3's pushing the 24. That goes against every gut instinct moment I've ever had in my life. Here we go. 2 to go down the backstretch. Corey Suma, Miley.
I
Cook.
gave him a push, but I had to get out of the gas to
3
keep from wrecking
wide.
him.
3 wide for the lead.
Oh!
Corey's going to sneak on in there. 52 on the outside. 114 trying to get to his bumper, getting back up there to take that lead. Last lap, white flag is out. 61's got a friend behind him. 24, new character to the WFO Tuesday series. Oh, the 61's around. There's a wreck.
I got hit in the rear and pushed into him. There wasn't nothing I could do.
White flag is still out. No caution. 114 and 61 are done. It's going to be down to the 24. He's
We were all
got no
just pushing
one.
hard there, and I took a push from behind. There wasn't nothing I could do.
He's got no one around him. All
I'm
he
gonna
has
try
to
to
do is
finish
bring
it.
it home. 24, new to the WFO series. Twisted Tuesday ARCA series is going to be your winner here tonight at Daytona. Congratulations to the 24, able to sneak it in there. All that lap traffic around him, guys pushing, shoving. Guess who else benefited a lot from that?
The 10 and the 31.
Yes, sir.
And Blankenship.
There you go.
I'm going to finish it, Coop.
Gonna
Broken
bring
and
her-
smoking.
Gonna
to the
bring it
checkered
around the
flag.
track here.
The good thing is we all get another chance tomorrow night
Yeah,
And I'm-
Wicked Wednesday
I'm-
Truck Series.
in a much more stable vehicle.
Well, you made it.
I did
No,
it. I
started-
crossed the start-finish line.
You started out with nothing. You still got most of it left. Look at that. That thing's
We're
all beat
smoking
up.
and
Bert.
broken.
That thing's toast. Hey,
Why
I
does
tell
the
you
car
what,
look
though.
green, Nation. You didn't paint it green, did you?
What car?
My car. I think it's someone else's hood's on it.
No,
I think it's
painted
just paint transfer from the back of Corey's car or something.
Probably the grass stains from where you missed pit road.
Might have been. I might have
Well,
painted
there's-
it with grass, Nation.
All right.
I'll tell you
so
guys what, that was fun. I'm not gonna lie.
There's your
All the way
winner.
down where I wrecked Corey from winning it. It was fun. Felt bad about that, but I was getting pushed. There wasn't nothing I could do, and hate it for Corey and everyone caught up in that.
There's three people pushing. That middle person's the odd man out usually.
We're going to go back and look real quick, just to go back a couple laps. We want to go back and look and just to see what these boys were doing, what they were going through.
I don't know. I got out the gas and I got to push faster.
This is your 2 laps to go right here. We had 3 wide for the lead at one point.
I'm going to take a quick break. We'll have to get the race winner up here and second and third for interviews.
Yep. We're just recapping here on this last couple laps before we go into it. I want to show everybody how close this was. You had the 114 and the 61 were pushing. They were making ground, but right here in the entrance to 1. Yep. Between 1 and 2, just a little touch from the 114 to 61 to 52, and that was it. That's all she wrote. So, congratulations to the 24. We're going to get Carlton Miley up here. We can get in the Discord. I mislocated my Discord.
Charlton. It's Charlton, isn't it?
Is it Charlton or Carlton?
I think it's Charlton.
Charlton? I've been saying Carlton this whole race.
Miley or Millie? See, I'm confused.
I don't know.
We're going to have to ask him.
Well, if it's 2 L's, it's Millie. If it's 1 L, it's Miley.
It's 2 L's.
I can't see it on this tiny screen.
It's 2 L's. But some people might.
Then it's Millie. Just
I'll
think
let
about it.
you-
There was an R on the end. It was Miller.
You know, just for that, you are qualified to do this interview.
I gotta go get a drink.
Of course.
See, if you were like me and Coop, you have plenty of Bud Light sitting next to you.
All right, we're going to pull him up right now. All right. So we're going to butcher your name if you're cool with that. This is Charlton Miley or Millie? How do we
Millie.
pronounce this? Millie?
Millie.
Okay.
Yes.
See, Nation was correct. Congratulations. First race here at WFO, I believe, regular season. I haven't seen your name before, so that's why I butchered it.
This is my first race in regular season.
Well, there you go. 24 brought it home tonight. We had 3 wide passes for the lead with 2 to go. You were sitting, saving fuel. You had lap cars all around you. What was you thinking there in the last 2 laps?
It was stressful. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my teammates at CNC Racing Designs, also to their sponsor at CNC Racing Designs. But it was stressful. I wasn't too sure who the lappers were going to help. I wasn't too sure how it was all going to pan out. And when it came down to it, it just when they wrecked, it just panned out in my favor.
We saw a couple wrecks early on in the race, and we saw you move up through the field. You were kind of shuffling around, but you being new to the league, you didn't quite know who you wanted to work with. And if you didn't have a teammate there, it was kind of, you were out to dry. But did you kind of find somebody midway through the race that you were comfortable with?
Yeah, I mean, I have my 3 teammates, Dalton, Corey, and Gary. They're great to work with. They're great racers, and they really, once we got to the front, they made it really hard to really go anywhere else. So, I have them to thank for being out there. But other than that, it was just once I made my way to the front, I knew that they were following me with me. So, it was just get there, try not to be too aggressive and wreck anybody, but at the same time be aggressive enough to get through, and then get to the front as soon as possible, and then just control the race from there.
Well, again, congratulations. I think you make a good addition to WFO, and you and Gary. I've talked to Gary the Snail before. He's a good guy, so glad to have you. Congratulations on your win tonight. Carry this momentum into next week, and welcome to the league, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alrighty, so I don't know what you said. CNC Racing. Okay,
Yeah,
he
CNC.
jumped down there. All right, so that was your first place finisher, first win, first race, setting the standard. Charlton Millie, the 24. We're gonna get Rick Fagone up here.
El Fagonde. Isn't that what it is, Nation?
El Fagone.
Enrique.
El Fagone, got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. What's happening?
Beneficiary of the late wreck there. We saw you guys sandbag a little bit early in that race, and then you suddenly found yourself P2.
I think we lost the lead cars there. We took a couple tires. I'm not sure what their strategy was out front, whether they took fuel only or what the story was, but we ended up losing the pack there somewhat. But well, just before that last I want to say last pit stop, it was a little hairy getting in there. I see cars spinning behind me. I don't know who it was, but I think we lost a little bit of time there. But no, we were settling for fourth and fifth. I know we had our eyes peeled on the fellas behind us: Steve Blankenship, Jared Cox. I don't know. I think it was maybe a Dalton Cowden. I think he was back there. They were all ganged up, I think, but we were just trying to maintain our spot and try to come out of here with a solid finish. And that's a solid finish for second place for never really seeing the leader the whole race.
Now, back when you and Vern and Richard and a couple of, I think it was Blankenship, you told Vern to go to the outside. Was that because Richard had led enough and he needed to save some fuel?
No, that was because I was hot.
Yeah,
I was hot and maybe seeing if we couldn't get a run on the outside and jump back down on that inside and see if we couldn't carry what we were doing. But I was trying to push Richard as hard as I could without really overheating it, because we run a practice the other day, and Christ, we ran like 4 laps straight and I blew the motor up. And that was really on my mind this whole time. This whole race, I didn't want to get in a situation to maybe be out front and maybe have to be pushing like that, because I figured the engine would pop. But the 2 weeks before, we pushed for like 10, 12 laps.
But we had also changed that setup too, to where I don't think it was real stable. It was just different.
Yeah, it could have been the gearing too. It may have been running maybe a little bit slower.
We pulled it down to like 50% power, I believe.
Yeah. So you can adjust the power like that?
Yes, we were trying to adjust the tape, but it wouldn't let us adjust it in this car.
Yeah, roger that. It's been a long time since I've even looked at the setup page, other than outside the brake by us and the steering ratio. That's what you get to play with. But no, that was I thought that was a good race. Some green flag pit stops, a little bit of strategy, and I think we got a first time winner out of it. So congratulations to Mr. Millie on a win.
For sure, man.
He even knew it right away. He said Millie. I don't know what we were saying.
Well, they've been out there on the track with him all night. Probably heard his name a few times.
Could be Millie, could be Miley. Have you talked to him?
No, we did.
Yeah, it's Millie.
And Nation called it right. He said there's 2 L's. It's Millie.
Roger that. Well, that's good. Good for him. Good race, guys. Good race.
Yeah, man. Pick it up where you left off. You got anybody you want to thank for the night?
Well, thank you, Brad. Appreciate you doing this. And obviously, I got to thank, I think Tim was up in the booth tonight. He's usually the unsung hero. He gets to play bad guy, so I want to thank him. I don't think he had too much work for himself tonight, but that's a good race. Thank you again for doing this, Brad.
Hey, thank you for
you forgot about somebody at Las Vegas. You forgot about me, you peckhead. Yeah, you didn't thank me. You was worried about Richard, though.
Yeah, that's what I said. That finish only resulted because he wasn't on the track. I can tell you that right now.
You're lucky I fell asleep on the couch about 7 o'clock, because I'd have beaten you by 8 seconds.
Oh, my God. Well, the good thing is I'm pretty sure Vegas is going to come up on the track.
It's coming.
Oh,
it's
for
coming.
sure.
We got one more at Daytona, then we'll worry about the rest of them.
Yeah, I'll get another shot tomorrow.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much. Good racing with you.
Congratulations, buddy. Take it into next week. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, sir.
Anybody else ever notice that Jeff sounds like a southern version of Rick?
Well,
It could be.
He's from the extreme north, and I'm from the south.
He keeps posting all these goddamn gay Ford memes. I'm gonna have to take a little road trip, visit him.
You drive a Ford?
I'd imagine.
All right, deal breaker's back.
All the time.
It'd be a gay Ford trip, road trip. I don't think we're allowed to say that shit on here. Stop.
No, especially not nowadays. We got to cut that shit out.
Well,
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, I don't really want to get purged.
Anyway, 31 up here in the booth. Richard Holland, you got a copy, buddy?
I got you, man.
I'm sure
I
you
got
do.
you guys now.
All right. So we had last lap crash. We had some weird pit stops, weird cycles. You guys kind of fell off there. What was the plan? Just finish 4th, 5th? It was what it was.
Yeah, the plan was to finish.
Yeah,
You know,
I could tell.
We didn't know how this thing was going to play out. We actually thought it was going to be a shit show and a wreck fest, honestly. But it actually turned out to be a pretty good race. I think everybody did a hell of a job, to be honest with you. But yeah, our strategy was to just survive and finish. And we, come down to the end of it there and took a couple stops and actually gained some ground and felt like we were in it. And then at the very end, we were just me and Rick there pushing. We could have used some more help and didn't have it. And we were just like, fuck it. We'll finish 4th and 5th. We're happy with that. Tonight we'll go away with a couple top 5s out of this thing. Hal would have been up there with us had he not gotten taken out and spun to the infield there earlier on that little incident there. But yeah, we were happy with that. And then we come down to the end there, and something happened up front, and those couple guys got taken out. And I was telling Rick, he goes, "Who's that in front of you?" I'm like, "That's a couple of spots." I'm like, "Go, go, go."
They threw a banana peel out in front of Corey Cook and Byrne.
Yeah, there was a little contact there in that 1 and 2 between the 52, 114, and the 61 that just dominoed. Corey got the shit end of the stick there, and I don't think any of it was intentional at all. Honestly, they were just pushing the shit out of each other, and Vern was trying to get Corey to win. It just didn't work out.
That should be the video. That should be a video of them wrecking right there, and then at the top of it, it should say "Welcome to Daytona."
Yeah, what not to do?
Well, I gotta send Vern a thank you letter, I guess.
Yeah, he picked you up 2 spots and got you.
Too late for Christmas cards, so
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
He likes gift cards.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yep.
Well, like I said, boys, you're picking up right where you left off. We've got a first-time winner. I think that team's going to be something to look out for. Gary the Snail and Millie, it's Charlton, I believe. They're gonna be quick guys. The CNC Racing is going to be a team to watch out for, I think. So,
well, you got all of us guys who usually run here, so all of us are probably thinking, okay, let's see how they do on the 1.5 miles.
Yeah, I've seen Gary race last season, though. He's no slouch at that.
Yeah, we saw Gary run a bunch of races with us last year. He was quick. He was fast. He was fast on the 1.5 miles. He was fast on the short track stuff, and pretty much everywhere we ran, he was pretty quick and consistent. So, yeah, they'll be looking, someone to compete for sure.
I honestly thought they were going to finish 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Yeah, they're looking good. I think there's going to be a little more interesting, as if it wasn't enough last year to just barely get in with a win. So,
what do we have? 11 different winners?
I think it was 9.
I think so.
14 races or something like that.
Are we running the same
regular
season this year?
I believe so. I think it's a win.
Richard, I got to ask a question. You got to change your avatar there for your Discord. Shouldn't that have a Bucks uniform on it?
Nah.
Yeah.
Either way.
Technically, he still plays for New England, so.
That's right. As far as I'm concerned, he plays for the Bucks. What?
They're not going to take his fucking name off the rafters anytime soon. There, so.
Well, half of the team did go to the Bucks, so I mean, it is what it is.
Who the hell are the Bucks?
He's like the favorite adopted child you have.
It's the Tampa Bay Patriots.
Exactly.
Anyway, you guys putting salt in my wounds. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not involved in this conversation.
I don't know why the Christ you revere Aaron Rodgers. I just don't.
MVP of the league, but anyway, we're gonna let this one go. You guys had a good night. It's good to see you again. Glad to get back to racing, and I'm looking
Your
forward to
boy
it.
did get MVP though.
Yeah, there is that. You know.
What, who give it to him? State Farm?
He can have it.
Discount, double check.
Yeah.
I want my money.
Jake from
Send me a
State
check.
Farm gave it to him.
It's Jaquan now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Anyway,
Tom Brady won. State Farm
before
0.
it gets fucking heated, I'm gonna let you guys get down, and I'll see you post race here after we get
All right, Brad.
get it wrapped up.
Appreciate it, man. Good job tonight. Good seeing you in the broadcast. Thanks a lot, man.
Anytime, boys. Good to see you. All right, so first race of the season. I'm happy about it. I'm happy to get back to racing. What about you guys? What do you think? Pretty.
Absolutely, man. I enjoyed it.
Full chub, buddy. Full chub.
Hey, we don't need to hear about that shit.
Fucking pumped up. We've been waiting all goddamn winter. I'm gonna have
Holy
to go back
fuck,
to work.
yes. A 6-month fucking layoff, yeah.
Yeah, Ricky's gonna have to just get done with the race, grab some lotion, run to the bathroom.
I'm gonna go beat up the old lady if that's well shit, I can't say that anymore either. Shit.
Yeah, no, you get canceled.
That's strike two.
I can tell my boss to fuck off right now. I'd call him out.
We need to get Vern to put out a press release to
What you
have
can't
Ricky
say.
canceled from WFO.
Well, all I need is a stern warning, and then I'll try to cut it out. But I can't drop the F-bomb. That's mine. That's my trademark. I got everybody told me not to use it, so.
I'll drop a link in Discord with the. Did you hear that?
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
It's a strange fucking guy right there.
A really, really strange voice.
All right, boys.
I got it.
Yeah. I'm going to wrap it up here, get her off of the live. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. This is a hell of a turnout for the Tuesday Twisted series, and we had a lot of views, a lot of chats. I couldn't keep up with it, so I didn't even try. I'm just happy that the stream key worked.
Job.
Do we have a final count for driver of the day? Do we have a final count for driver of the day, Nation?
Yeah, it was Hal had like 22.
All right, let's get him up here. I almost skipped out. That's how long it's been. Hal, Amy?
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it.
What?
If I told you that you were driver of the day, would you tell me I'm a liar?
Hang on just a second, Coop. I hear you twice.
Still
What's
in
that,
that
buddy?
broadcast? I think you won an award today for the 6 billionth time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called like driver car or something. What was it? Driver.
Good Hands Award,
Hal,
something like that.
Hal's still really good at being surprised. He's like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, a little competition, you know.
Yeah.
You got too much family of the day.
You got family of the day. I like it.
I got family every day. All right.
In and out gift cards to all 50 states. Hey, check in here and vote for me.
All right. Well, congratulations on your driver of the day. And you had a weird race, man. You got caught up in 2 accidents. And
Yeah, I got hung up.
that one was in the last lap. But just like, I don't know, man. It's you were sitting pretty there the first half of the race. I seen you run top. I think you were top 5 at one point. But that's Daytona, right?
Yeah, I got shot across the infield, but we saved it and got a top 10. So.
Hey, it couldn't be as bad as me, Hal. I forgot to check my quick fix.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I had that. We got in that second wreck, and then they went down on the apron, and I thought they were gonna wreck, so I checked up, and then poor Cody got in the back of me and sent me down through the infield. But I saved it. But that's what we lost the draft and everything after that.
Yeah, we went back and watched that because I was curious what happened to you. The wreck had happened and it was over with, and he was probably a good 3-4 car lengths ahead of you. Somehow they didn't crash to hell, and then I saw you shoot to the inside, and I had to go back and look at it twice. I was like, did he lock that thing up? Did he just crash on his own? I couldn't figure it out, and then I saw Cody had gotten and tagged you a little bit.
Yeah, he got into the back of me a little bit.
So, I mean, that's just like
It's all
we said.
good. That's just racing, you know.
That's how Daytona is, man. You can check up and get ass packed, or you can hold it to the floor and ass pack somebody else. It just
I could have got ass packed and then totaled out totally. So.
Hey, are we allowed to say that?
yeah, ass packed.
For now, you still live in America. It's good.
Give it another week. I'm sure TOS will
The boys
rephrase
come
that.
in good though. Richard and Ricky, they brought her home.
Yeah, not a bad show for HJRM, and I'm looking forward to it tomorrow night. Like I said, we're rolling the dice. That's what Daytona is, but I think it'll be a little more stable, make a little more sense.
Yeah, I think you can do a little more with the truck.
So for everybody
You're
at
looking at
WFO,
Bradley Cooper up there.
yeah, we'll try. We'll try to put it up there, even if it's for a lap. Everybody at WFO, we thank you for tuning in tonight. We're going to see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, for the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series, Race 1, Season 7. We're going to pick up right where we left off. Another exciting season, just like it was in the ARCA cars last year. Points are tight. We're all getting to know each other. You think we like each other now.
One guy logged in.
One guy's locked in. But I tell you, when you get down to that nitty gritty and it gets race 8, you find out who your friends are. We're going to know. And
Not nation.
Not nation.
No, that's not me.
So I hope you guys stay tuned in, can make it through the whole season with us. I know it's going to eventually get warm and things are going to start changing with your schedules, but hopefully we can get this season underway and start off on the right foot. Looks good so far. So again, I want to thank everybody.
We're ready for Season 7.
Drivers, thank everybody. We always appreciate the viewers, and this is us signing off. We don't see you tomorrow night. We'll see you next week. Have a good night.